myself or suffer the consequences. The wisdom of Elijah's inside of the conscientious, so I move with it.
Let me tell you about Mudwater. This is a coffee alternative beverage packed.
My bad, family. I ain't mean for that little ad to pop up right there, but this is a live broadcast, as many of you know. But we go ahead and get started with our little intro video. In the meantime, y'all hit the like button, share this out on your social media platforms. We appreciate y'all tapping in with us as always. See you in a few minutes.
I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped. Listen to me. I've been reading your posts. Some of y'all, you like, E.T., I'm frustrated. E.T., I can't fail another test, E. I can't take another loss. Listen to me. Some of you, I've been reading it. You tired. I feel you. You tired. Some of you scared. Look, some of you hurt. Listen to me very closely. I need you to do me a favor. Listen to me. Don't worry about what's going to happen the rest of this year. Like, don't even give me the rest of this month. Like, flat out, I'm not interested until tomorrow. Like, today, do me a huge favor. Can you just survive today? All right, I want you to say this with me. Because I'm gonna give you a help your boy out, all right? So I need you to say this with me. And that's to me. I can, I will, yep, I must. All right, look, for us, it's a different TGIM. I just need you to do me a huge favor. Come on, work with me. I can, I will, I must. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? Now, I'm not an English teacher, so I'm not asking you to say this just to be said. Like, I want you to speak life into that thing, whatever it is, whatever was frustrating you. Like, for real, you feel like, E, I can't fail another test. Like, I can't go through another day like this. Like, E, I can't handle it. I can't take it. Listen to me very closely. Say it with me and breathe life into whatever that thing is. We're going to speak life into death right now. Whatever your circumstances are, say with me, I can. Yep, I need you to feel it. I can. I remember when I was homeless, I was like, I can get through this. Listen to me. I will get through this. Woo! I must get through this. Look, I need you to look at that sickness that's going on in your life right now, whatever it is. I want you to say, I can beat it. Yep. I can beat it. I will beat it. I must. I got kids to live for. I got a family to live for. I ain't through yet. My life ain't over yet. Listen to me. I need you to, that test you failed the third time, I need you to look at that test and speak life into it. I went from being homeless to where I am right now. And the first thing I did was, and you better hear me closely, the first thing I did was I said, I can get through this. I can get through this. And y'all got to do me a huge favor. You just got to have that mindset that no matter what you're going through, no matter what challenges you're facing right now, you got to have that mindset that I can get through this thing. I can make it through it. And I made it through. Listen to me. I outlast. Some things you just got to outlast. Every sleepless night, listen to me, every cold night, the winter Detroit, and the abandoned buildings and cars, sleeping in, listen to me, I was sleeping all over. I outlasted it. There's some things in life you don't need no degree for. You don't need no money for it. Listen to me, you don't need no support for it. There's something in life you just going to get through when you tell yourself, I'm going to get through this. This is the TGI where I tell you, you can't get through it. And then second, you just got to outlast some stuff. That's for real. I done had haters. I done had all kinds of stuff. And I just made up in my mind, look, I might not have been stronger. Listen to me. I might not have been smarter. I might not have been brighter. But I made up in my mind, I'm going to get through this. So we're going to put an image up. And I need you to see this image, right? And when you look at this image, what I want you to see is this is classic. My man, look at him. He got the two. He hidden. He probably got 998 hits. He got one more. He just got one or two more hits, and all them diamonds gonna come out. And you know why he'll never see diamonds? Look, 998 hits. He had 2 or 3 left. He would have cracked that thing. But you know why he never succeeded, and why most of you never succeeded? Because you keep giving up. Listen to me, he gave up. If you was gonna give up, you should have gave up last year. If you was gonna give up, you should have gave up 2 years ago. You should have gave up $2,000 ago. You should have, listen to me, you should have quit a long time ago. You done already put in 998 hits. Get something out of it. You finished school. You gonna quit now? You finished school and now it's hard because you can't find that job. You should have quit your first class. You mean to tell me you went through 4 years, 5 years of school, and now you quit? Now you give up? So I want you to look at this image for me. I'm gonna tell you something. This guy right here would have been successful had he never given up. And I'm telling you, some things in life is not about what you think it is. It's just about making up your mind that you are not gonna give up. You're not gonna quit. And so your boy went from being homeless to where I am now. And I failed classes, guys. Listen to me. Just because you failed don't make you a failure. And just because you lost don't make you a loser. And what I did that most people are not willing to do is I just never gave up. Consistent. I just never quit. All right, so we gonna get out here. I gotta go. I gotta let you go. But you gotta say it with me again. You gotta let me say, woo! I can, I will, I must. Are you hearing me? I can, I will, I must. I leave you with this. I'm not telling you it's gonna be easy. I'm not saying that, but it's real simple. E.T., what do you mean? You can get through anything. Listen to me. You can make it through anything if you just say these words. So cut this thing off. I just want you to play your favorite song. Look. I want you to look in the mirror and I want you to tell yourself, I am a survivor. Listen to me, and you can get through this. You just got to work a little harder, right? You just got to press a little deeper. Listen to me. I don't know what you got to do, but I'm telling you, just don't give up and don't give in. And there's absolutely nothing you can't do. So if it was easy, everybody would do it. Hey, but I know something about you. If you're watching me, I know something about you. I know something about you. I know you're not a quitter. I know you're a survivor. I know you're a survivor. If you're watching me right now, I know something about you. You're a survivor. So I want you to get off this. I want you to cut it off. I want you to go in the mirror and I want you to make the rest of your life the best of your life. I can, I will, I must. I can, I will, I must. I can, I will, I must. It's your boy.
Yes, indeed, family. That's your boy E.T. right there. Somebody need to hear that.
Was that for me?
Somebody need to hear
it. I feel
attacked. Not attacked.
In a good way. In a good attack.
If it was for you, hey, it was for you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody need to be pulled up this evening. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Somebody need to hear that. And you know, I definitely want to start off the show with that type of energy today, man. You know what I'm saying? I think it was appropriate for the guest that we got coming up on the Black Business Showcase. So first of all, before we get into that, welcome family, welcome everybody to another episode of SincereluvdagodCAST. This is the Black Business Showcase. I'm the God Sincere Love, in the building with my lovely co-host, Nicey Girl. What's good?
What's good? It's good. It's good. After that intro, it's better. I felt something. I wanted to do the Holy Ghost, maybe. I don't know. I just felt something inside. So thank you for that.
That's what's up. No doubt. Man, I just broke my fast, so I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying?
You did not have to mention that.
It's about that time. It's about that time on the East Coast, fam. It's about that time on the East Coast. So yeah, I'm feeling real good right about now. And yeah, man, what I wanted to say, man, I had something that I wanted to say before we got started. And I'm having a brain fart. I don't know. Maybe it'll come back to me. Maybe not. But we got a great show coming up for y'all today. I think I got the bio here. I ain't got it pulled up, but I think you sent me the bio for our guest today. You sent me the guest for our bio, right? Let me look in here real quick. Let me look in here real quick. In the meantime, family, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all share this. Let everybody know that we are live right now with another episode of the Black Business Showcase. And if you are not subscribed to this channel, make sure that you subscribe, click the notification bell, and all of that good stuff. If you're watching us on Facebook, you know what I'm saying, you can head on over to the YouTube and hit that subscribe button as well. If you might be watching this on Twitter, peace to the God. I see you in there, Don Bishop. any platform, other platforms that you might be watching us on, or you might be listening to us on Spotify or something like that. Definitely, whichever buttons y'all got on the platforms that y'all in, utilize those buttons to help push this broadcast into the algorithm so more people will be able to check us out. We are growing, and today we are growing with dirt. Yeah. So without further ado, well, let me just let y'all know who we got coming up on today. Today we got Antwone, Diirt Da Dreamsaver Johnson, my brother, my ABS tribe brother. Husband, father / entrepreneur, founder of the Dreamsavers LLC, striving to help people learn how to live the life of their dreams. So without further ado, I would love to introduce to you our guest for this evening, Diirt Da Dreamsaver. What's going on, King?
Hey, blessings and love, kings and queens, blessings and love. Praying that this message is reaching you in the best of health while I'm sending you my blessings and love, because somebody woke up dead today and most definitely was not you.
Wasn't me.
Was not you.
Wasn't you.
What's happening?
Appreciate you, family, hitting us, coming in the building, hitting us with that intro. I was looking forward to that right there.
I love it, man. I love it. Like a lot of people ask me, man. I want to thank you guys first and foremost for having me on you guys' beautiful platform. But a lot of people ask me, like, when I say that, like, how can you wake up dead? If you're dead, you can't wake up, right? So they be joking, but I beg to differ. People wake up dead every day. A lot of us grow up in neighborhoods to where we see zombies. We see them out there. People wake up at dead end jobs, dead in relationships. They finances dead. They spiritually dead. They emotionally dead. So my daddy used to always tell me, be grateful, son. Somebody woke up dead today, and it wasn't you. So I beg to differ. People wake up dead every day, and it wasn't us today, y'all. Let's clap it up.
Yes, it did. We woke up and we wide awake.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we are here. To
get all
celebrate
in your black business.
Dope black business. Absolutely.
Let's get it.
So, man. So, yeah, let's get it, man. I'm going to need you to take us all the way back to the beginning and break down that origin story for the family. Let us know how growing with dirt came about. You know what I'm saying? Your whole transformation. You know, I know a little bit about your story. You know what I'm saying? Me and you've been together in the ABS tribe, practicing the digital real estate and all of that for the last about 2 years now, something like that. So you could take us all the way back, lead us up all the way into that whole thing. Take your time, break it all down.
I appreciate the opportunity. So it's been a journey for me. I'm gonna just give you guys the how we got here, how I decided to want to be an entrepreneur, how I decided to want to just save my dreams, sort of say. What happened was I've been working since 15, supporting myself since 17. So I'm almost 40 now. And a few years ago, 2019, I was fired from my job. And I was a habitual employee. One second, y'all. I was an everyday employee, man. Like I loved it. I had employee mindset. Like most of us go to school, get good grades, get a good job. Like we're bred and taught to, once we get that good job, we made it, sort of say. So I had the good job. I was making 6 figures. My wife was almost making 6 figures, but I was always at work. But I didn't know no better. That's what I was taught. That was the mindset I had. Like my marriage was failing. I wasn't the father I wanted to be, but you couldn't tell me nothing because I had a good job. I was making good money. Like, hey, but this is what I'm supposed to do, right? What else am I supposed to do? So I was pretending to be happy. I was pretending to be like I made it, because that's in my mind. That's what we made it, right? You making 6 figures. You got a house. You got a beautiful wife. You got the kids. Like, how dare you be unhappy? How dare you complain? How dare you? People will love to be where you at. But what happened was I got fired. I got a DUI. I was drinking to mask my unhappiness. I was drinking to mask my sorrows. I lost some family members and I was depressed about other stuff. So drinking made it easier for me to live the lie, to pretend like, everything was cool. So it caught up with me. I got a DUI. It happened to be my 3rd one. And my job at the time was, I had to have a driver license to keep my job. So I told them As soon as I got the DUI, that hey, in a few months, my license is gonna get suspended, and I'm not gonna be able to work in this department or do this position. So, is there a way that we can move me to a different department, different position, so when my license gets suspended, we can be ahead of it? I went to the job and was honest with them. They told me, "Oh yeah, we got you. You're a great worker. We love to have you around. You're not the first person this happened to. So just keep us informed about what's going on." Long story short, license got suspended. They didn't move me to a different department. I ended up getting fired. So that left me in a place of abandonment. I was like, hold on. I did everything they told me to do. I tried to be honest about the situation I was going through. I was putting a job before my family. I was like 70 to 80 hours a week. And when I needed y'all, this is how y'all do me. So then it was like, okay, my marriage is not the best. My relationship with my kids is not the best. And everything, my job was me. My job was everything because I was high and mighty because I had the good job. I was, you know what I'm saying? That's what I banked on. That's who I was as a person. So when it was taken, it was like, damn, who am I? Now I can't provide. I'm not living, like, I'm not happy. I'm not all of these things. So it gave me opportunity to look at it like, you've been working since 15, supporting yourself since 17. You're almost 40. So you've been working for 20 years. Are you anywhere close to the person you want to be? Are you anywhere close to the lifestyle you want? Are you anywhere close to all of these things? The answer was no on all fronts. So I was like, so if you repeat this cycle for another 20 years, do you expect that to change? And the answer was no. So then it was like, okay, you have to do something different. You have to figure out something different. You done had great paying jobs. You done had this, that, and this. But what did they do for you? You're right here now. So I took it as an opportunity to do something different. But then it dawned on me, it was like, dang, to get something different, I have to become something different. Like, I am who I am. Like, this is all I know. So if I want to get this new life, I have to learn. I have to grow. So then it just really dawned on me like, dang, you about to do it. You about to grow. But if you grow, everybody that's in your life, everybody that you love, if they don't grow with you, you guys are going to grow apart. So once I realized that, and I made up my mind that I'm going with or without whoever wants to come, like whoever didn't want to come, I'm going. That's when the Growing with Dirt brand started. That's when I'm like, it was a cry. It was a beg. Like, please, y'all, I'm eating some different food. I'm getting some different knowledge. I'm learning some different stuff. I'm on a different path and I'm growing. Like I realized that I messed up because I got too grown to grow. Once I got the job, once I got this, once I got that, couldn't nobody tell me nothing. I wasn't striving to do nothing. I wasn't aspiring to do nothing. So that's when my life started whirlwinding down. So once I realized that, it was like, I'm never going to not grow. I'm never going to stay stagnant again. And I was crying to anybody who said that they loved me, anybody who wanted to be a part of my life, that y'all better come grow with me, because if you don't, pretty soon you're not going to be able to recognize me. We're not going to have the same bonds. We're not going to have the same things in common. We pretty much just not even going to almost know each other. So, and then that led me to wanting to just strive to do better. Like, I needed to learn. So I started posting videos online about like, just, hey, y'all, this is what I'm going through. I'm going to get to greatness. I'm going to get to these things. And I wanted to improve upon that craft. So improving upon that, I invested in myself, invested in some courses, invested in some things. And that's how I ended up meeting my brother Sincere. Like, I met him through Brother Ben X's. All shout out to Brother Ben and the knowledge that he shoot out, man. Like, it really started crazy because I was just searching for God, y'all. Like, it got to a point where I was broken once I lost a job, once I just didn't know who I was or what I wanted to do. It was like, you know what? I never had the relationship with the Most High that I wanted. And they say that you can do all things through the Most High. So I'm like, I want to do something that I've never did before. So if I don't go to the ultimate power source, like, I'm gonna mess up. So what I wanted to do was, I knew how, coming from the streets, coming from where I'm from, I know how to get money. I know how to, if worse come to worse, I know what I can do. But that's not who I am. That's not the life I wanted to live. So I wanted to really, like, 100% say that I was confident and I did the right thing. Like, I gave it to God. Like, you know what? I at least tried it. But before, like, I got to provide for these. I got to provide for my wife. I got to provide for my kids. Like, I have to. Like, and if worse come to worse, I know what I can do to provide for them. But that's not what I want to do. So God, I'm coming to you and I'm trusting you that if that ain't what's for me, to help me figure it out. And I was sincere about that. And one thing led to another. We making it, man. Like, and I didn't have to resort, I should say, to things that would took away from my morals and took away from my values. Like the life that I'm living is congruent to the person that I want to become. Like it's going hand in hand. I didn't have to sell my soul or sell myself out to put the food on the table. So I'm thankful, man. And I'm thankful. And it all started because I was really just searching for the word. God told me, don't look for no jobs, don't look for nothing. Just look for me hard enough and you will find everything else that you need. And it's been coming true. And that's how we got here.
Yes, indeed. And I could definitely relate to that sentiment myself, man, coming from a certain background, coming from a certain lifestyle. And then you get to a place where you evolving in your life and you becoming something different. And, you know, times get rough. And the first thought is always to go back to what you know. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you said, you know what I mean? I have to provide regardless. I got to put food on the table. I got to take care of these babies regardless to what. But at the same time, you got to play the whole tape through in your mind because, you know what I'm saying? When you go out there and you take those chances, you know what I mean? It's a high percentage chance that you're not going to be able to provide for them after a certain point. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna take away from them more than what you're able to give them right now at this point, even though, you know what I'm saying, you might be going through some hardships, you know, financially or whatever the case may be. But your presence, you know what I'm saying, you underestimate the value of your presence in the situation, even when you ain't got it like that. You know what I'm saying? Even when you don't know where the next dollars is coming in from. But
it's crazy you say that, big bro, because I'm just playing it back in my mind about how I felt and what I was thinking when I was going through that, right? And now with the consciousness that I have now, the awareness that I have now is like, yeah, but in the moment, I wasn't thinking about like not being here. I wasn't thinking about like consequences. It was thinking about like shit, what's the consequences if I don't go get this bread? Like what's the consequence? Like, so it's crazy because now I can look at it like you made the right decision, but I can also have that empathy for the person who doesn't have the knowledge that I have. That's why I'm on a quest and I'm on a mission to help. That's what we're going into the Dreamsavers things. It's like now that I've learned what I've learned and the God has blessed me to understand and find different ways, I feel something of an obligation to give back to my brothers. Like, hey, I know what you're going through. I know what you're thinking right now. I know how you're feeling right now. But trust and bear witness. And I can trust and bear witness that it's gonna pass. Like search for this most high that I found. Like search for that. And I promise you that the righteous answers are gonna come into you. So it's great to have.
So your mission is to go back into the darkness to bring more people into the light.
I got to, because like I look at it like this. People always say it's lonely at the top, right? My thing is this: it's only lonely because you didn't put nobody else there before you got there, or you didn't bring nobody with you. So I know who my people are. I know who I want to enjoy my happiness with. So the thing is, I don't want it if you're not there with me. So if I gotta struggle with you, then I'm gonna struggle with you, and we gonna get it. Like I'm gonna make it. So I'm gonna show you that, like, damn, he made it. Like he made it, he did it, and he had enough decency to come. Like he don't have to be here. He didn't have to come back to get me, but he came back to get me because he found a way. Like he found a way to, like, so it's gonna be easier than now that you can see. Like I get it. Like I used to be so frustrated because the Most High gives me so much knowledge and so much words to share. And I was getting frustrated because I felt like nobody was listening. I felt like nobody was responding. I felt like I wasn't reaching nobody. And I had to pray for the patience and pray for the understanding. And then it was like, the Most High put it in my head. It was like, because you just talking. People listen with their eyes. You got to show them. You got to show them what I can do. So now it's a matter of like, I'm not talking as much. I'm putting in the work. So once you see what the work does, now when I talk, you'll be more willing to listen because you have something to see. Like, so I want to show you what these words are doing in my life. So now I'm putting them into action. Now I'm going to just do what I need to do. So when I come back, you can be like, oh, okay, that's how it looks. That's what I have to do. So yes, I'm definitely want to be my version of a Harriet Tubman, and encourage others to do the same in their lane. Like we all have our own lanes that we can be Harriet Tubmans in. So,
and that was ill what you just said a while ago. You know what I'm saying? When you made the point about it being lonely at the top because you didn't bother to bring nobody up with you. Right. And I want to focus on that a little bit because I want people to look at that in a wider context also. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen one of the responses in the chat. You can't take everybody with you, and that's true to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? Definitely when you're dealing with sometimes family members, close friends, you know what I'm saying, people that you had a certain attachment to when you were, you know, on a certain level in your development. A lot of them ain't gonna be able to go with you, and that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? But I want people to look at it even in a wider context, because you know this is Sincere Love the Godcast, and we focus a lot on nation building. We focus on community development. You know what I'm saying? And so that goes for all of us, family. You know what I'm saying? As we are elevating to new levels and all of that, we got to look at ourselves as being a part of a body. You know what I'm saying? We can't have this individualistic mindset. You know what I'm saying? We have to look at ourselves as being, you know, a part of a nation. You know what I'm saying? And we got to look for those that we can bring with us. Not everybody can't go. That's a fact. Right. Everybody can't go. But there are some who can, and some of them need you. They need your inspiration. They need your wisdom. They need your guidance. You know what I'm saying? And so for you to just look at yourself like, okay, I made it. The rest of y'all got to hold your own nuts. Y'all got to figure it out now. That shouldn't be the mindset either. But at the same time, you don't want to be dragging dead weight for somebody to bring you down to the brother's point in the chat. And quickly before I go to the next question, I just remember what I wanted to say in the beginning of the show. I knew it was going to come back to me, but family, this is our 40th episode of the Black Business Showcase. This is episode number 40 right here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there right there. You know what I'm saying?
Congratulations.
We doing our thing. We doing our thing out here, man. It's been going great so far, man. We've had a lot of great guests on. You know what I'm saying? And tonight is no different. As you see, we chopping it up with our brother Diirt Da Dreamsaver. And you were actually, let me just ask you about the name first. You know what I'm saying? Growing with Dirt. You know what I'm saying? You kind of explained kind of the meaning behind it a little bit with your story, the inspiration behind it a little bit. But why Dirt and that analogy? You know what I'm saying? Why that?
It's just honestly organic, to be honest with you. To be 100, it's organic. So my family has been calling me Dirt for over 20 plus years.
I was wondering that. Okay.
So we have a older uncle. He's passed on, but his name was Dirt. His name was actually Dirty Mike, but we called him Dirt. But we had our family owned a auto body shop, and he was the guy who could always find the parts from like a pick and pull or whatever we needed, like whatever was hard to do, whatever he did all the dirt. Like he was that go-to guy for the auto body shop. And growing up one day, like when we was in the shop, I was helping him do something and just helping him. And they came in and it was like, "Hey, Dirt," and like, "Who was that?" And it was like, "This Lil Dirt," and it just stuck. Like ever since he coined me Lil Dirt, it just stuck. Like I was just Dirt since then. And I was maybe like 11 or like very young when I got coined Dirt. So my teenage years, maybe like 17 or 18, I was using it as 3D, Dirt the Dangler. So my nickname was Dirt the Dangler. When I used to stage, I used to perform, do music and stuff, and it was 3D because I always had problem with my eyes. So I liked 3D because it was 3D vision, Dirt the Dangler, this, that, and this. So that's that. Then I started to this new walk of life. I'm like, I don't want to go by Dirt the Dangler no more. Like I'm not Dirt the Dangler anymore. I've evolved from that. Who am I? So I'm like, I'm still Dirt, but okay, how does it go? Like I like the 3Ds. How can I still use 3D? And it was like, and I was just thinking, brainstorming, and I was like, okay, what can I be the number one in? Like, what is out there that's the number one? And I was like, I always wanted to be a doctor, sort of say, like DDS. So first it was Dirt DDS. I'm like, nah, that don't go right. So I'm like, what does the DS stand for? Dreamsaver. I'm saving my dreams right now. So then it evolved to Dirt Da Dreamsaver. So like my dream has always been super, super simple, man. And it dawned on me, bro, like just really what was going wrong and why I was so unhappy. So growing up, I come from a broken home. My wife come from a broken home, but me, I never seen what a loving marriage or relationship looks like. And when my mom and my dad split, I didn't have the relationship with my older siblings that I wanted because I was living with my mom. And then when my mom remarried, me and my stepfather didn't have a good relationship at all. So it was tremendous. It was turmoil there as well. So growing up, all I wanted was a loving family. All I wanted was a beautiful wife and beautiful kids. So what happened was once I got those things, I wasn't striving for nothing else. Like once I got my beautiful wife and I had my beautiful kids, it was like, okay, now what? So then once I didn't have any more goals and have any more anything to aspire, that started to deteriorate. So now I understood that like, damn, that was my dream. And a lot of people always focus on obtaining things, but they never focus on what it's going to take to maintain the things that they obtained. So I obtained the wife and the kids, but I wasn't aware and I didn't have the knowledge on how to maintain it because I didn't see that growing up. I didn't have that growing up. So that was something that I had to learn on the fly. So me saving my dreams is, how do I save this beautiful marriage with these things that I always wanted? So I had to learn how to be a better husband. I had to learn how to be a better father. I had to learn how to be a better person for myself. So that was saving my dreams. So then that let a light bulb, because once I attempted to start saving them, once I started to feel so fulfilled and started to feel so good, like, damn, this is what I've always wanted. This is what I was missing. It was like, how do I help other people save their dreams too? So then that's when it was like the entrepreneurial stuff started, and I started learning like, okay, I don't want to just be a motivational speaker, because you can motivate somebody to do what? You can motivate, like if you're not educated and you're motivated, like motivating me to do what? So I wanted to learn how I can not only motivate people, but I can educate them, motivate them and educate them on how to go save their dreams. Like, what is it that you're trying to do? What is it that you always wanted? Okay, let's figure out why we don't have it. Let's figure out what happened. Let's figure out what block that you hit along the way. Because I've been through those things. So that's what Dreamsavers is. Dreamsavers LLC.
No doubt.
I like that. How important is it to you to continue to dream? You know, I think sometimes as adults, you know, you have dreams when you're young and then you think you're too old, I guess, to dream more or bigger, right? So how important is it to you to continue dreaming?
I'm very spiritual now, and I definitely believe in the Most High. So hopefully whoever has those same feelings can resonate with this. It is very important that you dream, because that is what the Most High is showing you is possible. Like the God I believe in and love, I know wouldn't tease me. Like he wouldn't show me these visions and show me these things if it wasn't possible for me to do what I needed to do to bring it into fruition. So with that being said, we can dream so what we see, right? And we can only see so much. So once we work towards these things, like you may have this elaborate dream to where you think it's impossible. You may think, nah, that'll never come true. But once you work towards it, and once you just have that faith that the Most High wants you to have with him, and you just block out everything else and work towards it, you're going to get that faith and belief that, hey, this is possible. And then not only will that dream come true, it'll show you that, damn, I need to dream even bigger. Because every time that I envision something and I start working towards it, the Most High always trumps it. Like I'm always thinking too small. I'm always shown that you were thinking too small. Like I've never told you to think this small. I never told you to think like that. But as your mind grows, as your knowledge grows, it expands your understanding of stuff. So I say never stop dreaming, because it forces you to go get more knowledge. It forces you to go try new things. And then it forces you to be like, okay, it is possible. And this is what I have to learn to make it possible. And then when you learn that, you'll be like, ooh, that's even possible too. So it just keeps expanding your mind. So, but once you stop, then it limits the potential of your blessings. Like, so I kind of say it's like, how did I say it? When you get too grown to grow, it limits, like that's how the universe blesses you. Like, I put you through stuff for you to learn how to get through it, learn how to evolve, because I need you to become this to get to your blessings. So a lot of times we don't want to dream no more because we got comfortable, and we don't want to get into that uncomfortable thing that it forces us to grow. Like when we was little kids, we wanted to ride our bike real bad. We was willing to fall. We was willing to but we was gonna get back on there because I really want to learn how to ride this bike. Even though it hurt it when we fell on our elbow, we still got back on that bike and started riding. As adults, sometimes since we don't have the encouragement, since we don't have that support, when we fall, we'd be like, no, I'm not doing that no more. And we give up.
Yeah.
So that's why I want to be more of that supportive adult to help the other adults and other children to be like, hey, you fail, but it's okay, man. Let's get you some knee pads. Let's get you some braces. What type of support do you need to keep going after that dream? Because I know, yeah, it hurts. It sucks when you fall and then the world is laughing at you. Because when you fell as a kid, they didn't laugh. They supported. They was like, oh, let me help you. Let me brush that off. But when you fall as an adult, the world be like, ha, ha, ha. See, I told you so. You shouldn't have tried that. You shouldn't have did that. So then we curl back up as a ball. So I want to create that space to where it's like, hey, I got encouragement. I got brothers like Sincere, sisters like you, and to help encourage me to. So let's build it.
Yeah, some people dreaming. Praying on your downfall too. Some people are praying that you fall, so you got to be very discerned about certain spirits and energies,
Yeah, I agree.
And dealing with that also goes back to your why as well. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're doing it for the wrong reasons, then that's going to have more of an effect on you. You know what I'm saying? Those outside influences, negative energy that might be coming your way, is going to have more effect on you if you're doing things for the wrong reason. If you're doing it to be a people pleaser, to please others and all of that. But if you have something important to you that's driving you to do what it is that you do, then that's going to have less of effect on you because you know what the mission is.
Yeah, like for me, I understand it. Like my happiness ain't fake no more. Like I live that fake happy, that fake fulfillment. I did it and I was real good at it. You know what I mean? And I know now that like I'm not that anymore. Like I'm genuinely happy. I'm genuinely fulfilled. And knowing what that feels like compared to what the other thing feels like, it's like I want more people to feel this. So my mission is to help you feel like I feel on a day-to-day basis. Because if you feel like I feel on a day-to-day basis, we ain't gonna argue. You're gonna be wanting to help people just like I want to help people. And if we have more people with this type of energy, the world would be a much better place.
So let me ask you this. We touched on it earlier with one of the comments in there, but how does Dirt deal with certain loved ones now, not just any old random people, certain loved ones that you really care about that, are not willing to get out of their comfort zones, you trying to motivate them to grow and become something better so that, like you said, you could cultivate that relationship. How do you deal with people who are kind of stuck, but this is somebody that you love and you don't want to leave behind?
Oh man, it was hard, bro. I came into because the comment was right. Everybody can't go, but I'm just honest. I'm so honest to the point to where it's no hard feelings. Like you may be perfectly fine with where you at. That's cool. That's not for me to force you to want to grow, to force you to want to change. You may be perfectly okay with where you at. I wasn't. I'm not staying there. So what happened to me was I had to make the consciousness because the relationship that I wanted the most was with the Most High. So I had to really come into the understanding that you have to be willing to sacrifice every other relationship and genuinely be willing to do that. If you are not genuinely willing to sacrifice every other relationship that you have, don't come for me. That's what the Most High told me. If you're not willing to sacrifice every other relationship that you have, regardless of what it's with, what it does, if you're not willing to sacrifice that, don't come for me. So once I made that conscious decision, it was easy. Like, because I'm striving to get to the Most High. So if you striving to grow, if you striving to grow with me to that, we ain't gonna have no problem. If you ain't striving to grow to that, then it was meant for you to get the hell up out of my life anyway.
Heavy.
Easy.
Heavy. That's a great answer. You know, I'm not even a heavy biblical dude, but I know that's definitely in the scripture. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna try to quote it or nothing, but I know it's in there.
Don't wait on me to do it because I don't know.
and it's funny you say that, right? Because I never used to be big on church because I always felt the disconnect from. I believe in God. I've always believed in God, but I just felt something was missing. Something wasn't right because I just know about truth and history, and I know about certain things that was put on my people in certain ways. So I know the God is there, but it was just the way it was it just something didn't feel right. So now that I'm on my spiritual walk, I'm craving the word because of my understanding now. Before I didn't want nothing to do with it because I was like, you're not going to brainwash me because I know how it did more harm than good to my people before they had the understanding. Now that I have the understanding, I want the word. I want to know it front and back because it's just different now. So I want to be able to just help other people who may have had that same stigma that I had that same disconnect that I had. Now let's figure out who this Most High is and watch what this Most High is doing in my life. So then maybe you can be like, okay, I know I don't have that connection. I know I ain't vibing with the guy like that. So help educate me on where my disconnect with the Most High is, or what do I need to do to get like. So I just want to be an example because the Most High is doing beautiful things in my life, beautiful things around us, and it's time to tap in. So I just want to do what I need to do to expedite heaven on earth, man.
I ain't gonna hold you. That's a beautiful thing too, Dirt, because a lot of people throw the baby out with the bathwater. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know, they might have grew up religious, they might have grew up in a church or whatever the case may be, and then they come to find out how much they was lied to, or they come to find out the history of you know, how certain things were forced on us as a people and all of that, and they just throw the whole baby out with the bathwater. You know what I'm saying? But I respect the fact that you found you were able to preserve the righteous parts of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's because it's deeper than that, man. Like when I grow up seeing like my grandmothers and my moms and just the love that and they God, like for sure. So I know it's there. Like, so for me, it's like just like all of this GMO stuff that they got coming around now. Is like the truth is gonna always be the truth. You're not gonna ever be able to just get rid of the truth. But the thing about that is you can manipulate it, you can fabricate it, and you can water it down. So God gonna always be here, always be there, but it's a matter of what do you know? And like I just wanted to get the truth. Like, so that's what my prayer was. Like, God, I just want you. Like, I don't care about Christian. I don't care about Muslim. I don't care about Catholic, Hindu, all of that. I want you. And once I learned it to the source, once I learned and understood that, hold on, all of this stuff is man-made. Religions are man-made. This is man-made. The
spirit is real.
The spirit is real. Grill that Conan out. The spirit is real. So that's what really I just wanted to come back to, and honestly, I got tired of the divide. So George Floyd did a lot for me. Did a lot for me because I really felt I'm about to take it here, so y'all just bear with me. I really felt almost like a race war brewing, right? And it forced me to look at my people, our readiness. Like if the SHIT was to hit the fan, who's prepared? What were we gonna do? Like this, that, and this. So once I started seeing that, it was like, why does it even have to be a divide? Why do we have to be my people versus them people? Like it should be the right and the wrong, the righteous and the non-righteous. So it forced me to start thinking like, hold on, we divided because these people worshiping God this way, these people worshiping God that way. You telling me that I'm wrong for worshiping God like this. You telling me that. So, but it's one God. It's supposed to be one God though. So it really made me think like, how can I start to just worship God in a way that everyone feels comfortable, to where it's not like, oh, you got to be Muslim or you got to be Christian or you got to be Catholic or you got to be Hindu. How can I just do my part to bring people under that one unified God, to where you serve him righteously, how whatever way he tells you that feels good? It ain't no quote unquote structure, or because God works through people different ways. Like God may tell me to do something that's not okay with you, that doesn't sit right with you. But who am I to tell you that you just got to deal with your consequences the way you got to deal with it. I got to deal with my consequences the way I got to deal with it. I just want to bring people to that understanding that like, but we the same. But religion and a lot of things that just keep us divided, because as long as we fighting amongst ourselves, we don't have a common enemy.
I'm
Everybody the
glad you
enemy.
said, I'm definitely
And we
glad you say that. That's a struggle of mine. As far as religion, family and people assuming that you don't believe in God because you're not doing it their way. I have my
right.
own way, and I always believe, and I was taught actually that it's about the personal relationship with God.
Mm-hmm.
So if
Mm-hmm.
my relationship with God is personal and between me and God, then I don't have to do it your way, and you shouldn't judge me because I'm not doing it exactly like you. Understand that God is in me, though. Understand that I am God, right? So
Right.
don't judge me because I don't do it your way, And so I personally haven't been to church in years, unless it's a funeral or something or a wedding. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But that's not where the spirit is necessarily for me to say it's not there, right? But when I was there, I wasn't receiving anything. And
Mm-hmm.
so I had to step outside of that environment in order to find God for myself and to build that personal relationship that I needed with God myself. And so I don't have a problem with church. It's just that God, we good, and we communicate the way that we communicate. And I recommend that everyone does it their way as well. I have people, even assuming right now, because I'm doing Ramadan, that I'm Muslim now. Like, if I was though, if I was Muslim, what's it to you? I'm still your sister.
Right. So
I still
um,
love
I
you. You know what I'm
I love
saying?
you said that, sis. I love that you said that, because it's like this. And I was literally just explaining this to my daughter the other night. I'm a child of God. We're all children of the Most High, right? So I don't have the same relationship with all of my children. I treat all of my children differently. I have a different relationship with all of my children. So, with that being said, why should we expect to have the same relationship with God? And we're
Mm-hmm.
all different. God has put us all through different situations, through different scenarios,
Right.
through different understandings. So my relationship with God should not be the same as yours, because that means I don't have an individual relationship with God. So anybody who doesn't understand that, I don't want to knock you down, but you have a little bit more growing to do, because then you
Right.
will understand that like my relationship with God is supposed to be different than yours.
Than yours.
Because once you get to understand that, I don't expect my mom to treat me the same as she treats my sisters. I don't expect my relationship with my mom to be the same as it was with my, you know what I'm saying? Because we were different
Right.
individuals. So therefore, I have to be loved different. I have to be treated different.
Your desires and needs, your wants are different. So it's going to be different.
Right. So the way I serve and the way I worship may not look the same as you. It's not supposed to.
Right.
It's not supposed to. Like, okay, there's certain things that, yeah, we all eat. Okay. But we eat different things. I like different foods. You like different foods. The God that's in me wanted me to be that way. He doesn't want us to be the same because he lives through us. I'm starting to understand that we're so different because the God enjoys the differences of us all through us.
Right.
But that's another story for another day. So
It's
you
another
guys
server, but
learn
folk be
to
crazy
have
sometimes.
that individual relationship with the Most High. Like, have that
I do.
one-on-one time, and it
Unapologetically.
exactly. Because
Unapologetic.
that goes back to what Brother Sincere asked me. Like, how is it easy for me to deal with those family members and loved ones? For one, like, don't condemn a dirty glass, just hold a clean one next to it. Like, hey, this is what makes me feel. If you love me, you want me to be happy. I'm happy as I ever been right now. So add to it or keep pushing.
Let me ask you this, Dirt.
I didn't know. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I wanted to say, Sincere introduced me to your page, obviously, when you did the show, and I've been following you since. And when you mentioned that you were fake happy at one point, and one thing that I notice about you when I look at your content on your social media, one thing I can say is, and I don't know you personally, but there's nothing fake about light, and your light shines from inside out 1000%. I never got a fake vibe from you. Your smile, everything, that the energy that you just put out, the encouragement that you give to the people when we'll talk about that later. I don't want to say that right now because we'll get to, your endeavors or whatever, but it's just something about your energy and your spirit that definitely does not read fake at all.
I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, nicely. I just had a journalist moment right there.
That's
Oh,
like to just comment on that. Like, it's easy. Like, it was hard. Like, it got heavy. That crown got heavy of faking, of just. So honestly, like, losing a job and just really being broke, it was freeing. It was like, cool. Like, I don't have to pretend no more. I don't have to, like, yeah, I don't have a job. Yeah, I'm unhappy. I'm depressed. Like, it was easy. Like, I can be honest about how I really felt because I was supposed to have those feelings. Like, for me, it was, how can I say I'm unhappy when I have a life that people would die for? Like, you know what I mean? So it was a guilt thing. So when I lost all of it, it was like, I don't have to pretend to be happy no more because I'm unhappy. Like, and I can be that. So then it was like, okay, let's build it the right way. So then it just started building to now it's like true, real happiness. So it's
God led
dope.
you into your purpose. God led you into your purpose. This is just what it is, and you got to go through that to get to where you at. So you have been led to your purpose.
We just getting started.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Right.
Yes, indeed. And speaking of heavy crowns, man, I'm loving the crown on Nicely Girl. I'm loving the crown on you today. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, thank you all. I just took it.
You know what I'm saying? But Dirt, let me ask you this, man. We having a real spiritual conversation right now, almost esoteric to a certain degree. But I want to kind of bring it into, into the three-dimensional realm that we all reside in for a second. You know what I'm saying? In your bio, describes you as a husband, father, author, entrepreneur. So as an entrepreneur, if you could explain to people that might be listening to this conversation, like, okay, this is the Black Business Showcase. What do he do? You know what I'm saying? What is your business? What do you bring to the marketplace? What are you selling? What are you selling? You know what I'm saying?
In a nutshell, like, I've struggled with this for a while, and I'm happy you asked me that. I'm selling you. Like, I wrote a book. I am an author. My book is 4 Years to Life. But honestly, I I want to sell you back to yourself, because somewhere along the line, you sold yourself short. You sold yourself out. You gave yourself away. You cheapened yourself. You thought of less than. You made yourself, I don't know. You don't understand your value. So you don't understand what's inside of you. So I'm striving to set systems in place to speak to you in a way, to give you products in a way to you understand the gem that the Most High put inside of you, that your gift will make room for you type of thing. Okay, let me figure out how to help you figure that out. So right now I wrote the book, and I'm going to start booking myself on speaking engagements, getting in high schools, junior high schools, churches, community centers, group homes, things like that. And I also do coaching, like one-on-one mindset coaching. If you want to book me for just, hey, I'm going through this with my whatever it is. Like life has handed me some beat downs that forced me to just learn. Okay, because I've always had a positive mindset. God, why are you putting me through this? What am I supposed to learn from this? Like, okay, why are you doing this to me? Because I know it's to make me better. I'm destined for greatness. So this is only happening to help me get there. So I've always had that mindset. So the many trials and tribulations that I've overcame and been through are now yours, are now for you, or now, okay, yeah, I might can help you with that. Oh, this is what you're going through? Oh, yeah, I might can help you with that. Because unfortunately, I've been there and done that. But now it's fortunately. It used to be unfortunately, but now it's fortunately, because my gifts will make room for me. I've been a chronic survivor my whole life. I've been through molestations, fired, robbed, beaten, just divorces from my parents. I haven't been through a divorce, but I was on the verge of one. But now we're the best marriage. Our marriage is better now than it's ever been before. So I can help you if you're going through that. Because every marriage can't be saved, but I've learned some things that, okay, this is what the problem was. That was the problem was. So maybe that is the same for you. So, and all throughout this journey, the biggest thing that I've learned is helping me, that I want to help people before I just completely stop, is learning how to tell your story. So one of the services that I offer is with this content that we are learning how to put out here. A lot of people don't know how to edit. A lot of people don't know how to get content and repurpose content
and
to sell their product, or to sell their story, or to just promote. So I'm only going to be doing this for a limited time, and then you can just buy the course. So if you want some one-on-one training with that, reach out to me, and I will definitely love to give you my undivided time to just help you get what you're trying to go. So
he nice, y'all. He nice. He nice with the editing. He nice with the graphics and all that. I'll be looking at Dirt page like, where you get them fonts? Where you get them fonts from? Like, what apps this nigga using? I gotta step my shit up.
Hey, I've one of those. I've learned that, and I appreciate my mentors for teaching me this. It's a lot of things that's not my lane. I'm good at a lot of stuff. I can get good at a lot of stuff, but it's just because I can get good at it doesn't mean it's my lane. So the reason I had to learn these things is so when I hire somebody else to do it, I know what to expect and I know what I'm paying for. So that's why I say I'm only gonna be doing this editing stuff for so long, y'all. So if you want, and I'm low right now. So if you want to learn, come get at me and I will gladly teach you. Like all my logos, I did myself. All my editing, I do myself. Everything on my page, I did. So I'm more than happy to teach y'all, to help y'all. And y'all probably got like another 2 or 3 months before I'm just a full-blown speaker. So right now I have the time to help you, but in the next 3 months, you'll just be able to buy my course for that. Come get it while the getting is good. Because I know, like, I'm so happy that I have my direction now. Like it's over. It's about to go crazy.
And man, when you mentioned, you know, the part about being on the verge of a divorce and now your marriage being in a better place than it's ever been, I wanted to dive into that a little bit, but maybe we'll get to that a little bit later on, man. I want you to talk about the book, man. You got a book. Is it out or is it coming out?
It's out. It's out. 4yearstolife.com, the number 4yearstolife.com, www.4yearstolife.com. So this book, I broke it down a little bit for y'all, but when that light bulb went off about like, I'm almost 40 years old, right? I did everything they told me I was supposed to do. Like, I got a good job. I got a wife. I'm still unhappy though. Like, hold on. Like, I thought I was living the American dream. Like, whoa. Where did something wasn't right. So it made me think about just all the lies, the misled, the traps, the systems in place. It just really opened my eyes up to be like, gotcha. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So the book is breaking down really what I figure to be the pillars of building your dream life, because they tell us what we're supposed to do, and then us, we growing up, so we're trusting, we're listening, we're doing what we're told to do, not understanding that the dream life doesn't come from that. The dream life has to be built. The lifestyle you want has to be constructed by you, but that's not taught to us. We're just taught to go through the motions and just follow the lead of everything else. So the majority of the people that we're learning from are living lifestyles that they don't even like. So we're following into prime example. So many kids grow up with their parents that love Friday but hate Monday. So they love the weekend but hate the week. So the kids see that. The kids aren't stupid. So you hate your job. You really don't like what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, but you're encouraging me to follow along the same pattern. So of course the kid is going to naturally rebel. Of course the kid is going to naturally not listen, because they're not stupid. So what 4 years to life is, it's just like, I learned these things at almost 40. I don't want my child or my children to be almost 40 and then the light bulb go off for them. So let me give them what I can right now, Lord forbid anything happens to me, to teach them how to go build the life of their dreams ASAP. You don't got to wait till you're 40 years old to figure this stuff out. So 4 years to life was broken down into 4 sections, what I consider the 4 pillars of building the life of your dreams. The first section is self. You got to get to know yourself. You got to know who you are, what turns you on, what turns you off, what you like to learn, what you don't like to learn, just what motivates you, what just all of those things. Get to know you. We go through school all of these years of elementary, middle, junior high, college. They don't really have too many courses or classes to teach you about you. And the only person that's going to be with you for the rest of your life, guaranteed, is you. So it'd be in your best interest to get to know that person. So that's what the first section is, self. Then the next section of the book is education, breaking down how now you know about yourself, you know what you like, you've been paying attention to yourself. Now let's mix that in with education, because you're going through school, you went through school, and a lot of the subjects are not going to have anything to do with where you're going in life. But the thing about that is you need to learn how to learn it. So once you figure out where you're going in life, you know how to apply what you need to apply for what you need to apply it for. Because if you fail to learn how to learn, when it's time for you to do what you want to do, if you don't know how to learn what you need to learn, it's going to frustrate you and it's going to make it even more complicated. And then you're not going to want to do it because you don't learn, because it's frustrating. So the educational part, it's a self-education. So learn about yourself, learn what you like, this, that, and this. And then the third section, and it also talks about how education is bigger than just school. It's bigger than just the books and this, that, and this. Education goes real deep. Third section is career, talking about, okay, you know about yourself, you know what you like to learn, you know how you learn, you know what type of learner you are, you know what motivates you, you know what turns you on, turns you off. So now you apply those 2 things to figure out what you may want to do for your livelihood. So you may need to get jobs to build up to that, but don't just get in a job that has nothing to do with who you are and what you like to learn. Don't just get a job just to make money. Don't just get a job just because. Now you can do that if it's building to what you really want to do. But don't think just because you got the job just making money that you're going to be fulfilled, that you're going to be happy, that you're going to be anything other, than just compensated financially. So then the last section is relationships. So I break down how you started off with a relationship with yourself. You built up new relationships throughout your education. You probably built some relationships throughout your career. So now you know more about who you are, what you like, what you want to do, what direction you want to go. So then it makes it easier to go about that lifelong companionship that we all yearn for, that we all want, because you have these other 3 pillars in place and balance. And from my knowledge and from my learning, doing them out of order creates a disimbalance. You're going to end up having to reconstruct and redo it anyway. So I just tie all of those things in together about how you pay attention to these subjects and you get the most out of these areas. It'll help you build the life that you want. So here's the life.
Dope. Very well thought out too, man. And I dropped the link inside the chat, family, for anybody that wants to support our brother, and go ahead and purchase that book right there.
I appreciate it. Thank y'all in advance.
I'm gonna get me a copy for sure.
And you know, question, did you do the cover art?
Is it an ebook as well?
Yes, there is an ebook, and I did not do the cover art. I actually outsourced that.
Okay. Well, it was nice. I liked it.
I appreciate it. Thank you. There will also be a workbook coming as well for 4 Years to Life, because like I said, my dream was to save my family. Like that was how I saved my dreams, was saving my marriage and saving the relationship with my wife and my kids. So my mission number 1 is to build a workbook and a curriculum to help other people save their families, help other, like, hey, what did you learn about yourself? What did I discover? What did I start doing different? What did it point out? So I'm in the process of creating a workbook, 4 Years to Life family workbook, because a lot of disconnect in families is we're not on the same page about what I want out of life and where I'm trying to go in life. Like, we're not working cohesively to help us get to our dreams and goals. You doing your thing, I'm doing my thing, the kids doing their thing. None of us seeing eye to eye. None of us are working together to help get to those goals. And sometimes when a family member doesn't see your dream and see your goal for themselves, or see it working for you, they discourage you from doing it, or they talk you out of doing it, as opposed to having the understanding, like, even though that I can't do it, even though that it wasn't for me, let me help put you in an environment, or let me help put you with the people to help you bring this into fruition. So I'm building that workbook to help bring families back together, so we can, man, with the Black family needed. So yes, sir.
Oh my God, Joe, do we? Yes. Hurry up.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It's a great mission, man. It's a great mission.
Right.
And you know, I want to say that I'm happy to have had the pleasure of watching a part of your growth. Like I said, over these last 2 years, man, you know what I mean? I could see the growth in you in so many different ways, you know what I'm saying? From your content, you know what I'm saying, to your voice. Like, you seem to have so much more clarity now, and confidence and assurance about what it is that you're doing, man. So I want you to talk a little bit about your experience with ABS, and how you some of the gems that you picked up throughout there, and the clarity that you gained from going through that process, and how it feels now that you have the tools that you need to express all of this stuff that was always inside of you. All of this stuff was always inside of you, but now you know how to create content. You know how you got your microphone set up, you got your logo in the background. You know what I'm saying? You know how to reach the people that you want to talk to and all of that. How does it feel to have the ability to express yourself in this way now? And talk about the process of getting here.
It's honestly, I give all credit, all praise to the Most High, bro, because I don't know. Like, I didn't know. Like, I knew that I was making videos, recording on my phone, in my backyard on house arrest, recording a video on my phone, posting it, record a video on my phone, posting it, right? I did that consistently for a month or two. Then it was like, I'm not getting the reach, I'm not getting the engagement. I just want to get better. So I knew I needed to invest in myself, right? It was in between Brother Ben course, Derek Gray's course, and somebody else course, right? I had already had a connection with Brother Ben because of him posting a minister, and I'm searching for that truth at that stage of my life. So what set it off was mind y'all, this is when I'm unemployed. I don't have no income coming in, and I'm just searching for whatever. Ben dropped a special it was normally like $700 and something for the digital real estate course. He dropped it to like $150 for a weekend or something. So I jumped in. I had no idea what came with it. I just knew that he was teaching people how to make money online. And I didn't want to go back to a job. I wanted to learn how to make money from home. And I needed to make some money because we was running out of savings. So I bought the course, trusting Ben to learn how to make some money online. I had no idea that it came with a community. I had no idea that I was going to learn how to edit. I had no idea of none of the stuff that I had no idea I was going to get new family members. I had no idea I was going to get a community. I had no idea. It was just really the grace of God. So I came into the course unassured. I was confident because I knew that I have some good things to say, but I was unassured because, man, these foreign people, this is a new world to me. So my very first time in class, Ben was doing page audits to where he was going to people's IG pages and telling them what they needed to do better, what they needed to fix, what was wrong. So the first few people he went over, their pages was like, didn't really have too much, and he was getting on them. So I was like, oh, he gonna like my page. Like, oh. So I'm just like, he gonna see some of my content and be like, oh, this brother got some good stuff to say. So he went to my page and he was like, I thought you said you was posting videos of you. I was like, yeah, I do got a whole bunch of videos of me. He was like, where they at? Because at the time, I was making my thumbnail a meme. So I would post a video, but the thumbnail would be a meme about something kind of related to what I was talking about. So when you going through my page, you couldn't see my face. You couldn't see nothing about me. Like, it didn't represent me at all. So he was like, this looks like a meme page. So he really tore me a new one and he told me how to fix it up. So that next week, I just went in my page and just started putting out new content, fixing it. So I was doing that for about a month or two straight. And I always came to class with good energy, with a good attitude, just like wanting to learn, just uplifting people or whatever. So he saw me consistently improving upon my content for maybe about a month and a half, like just really taking notes, paying attention. Everything he teaching, I'm applying. And about a month, 2 months into the class, him and brother Jake hit me up on IG and was like, hey, we've been seeing your growth. You always come to class with good energy. Would you like to, move up and be a part of the team to help us out on a more bigger level? I was like, for sure. So that brought me kind of behind the scenes. Like, so mind y'all, I didn't start this out to be a video editor. I started out to motivational speak, to help people save their dreams, to help teach, to help coach. But now I'm trapped into this editing role. So now I'm editing tough. Like, I'm editing for Ben, editing for Jake. And I'm so juiced when I first started because I admire those brothers. I look up to those brothers. So anything I can do to help them on their mission, I was all for it. I didn't start out to be no editor, but anything to help the mission. So after doing that for a few months, I'm starting to get burnt out. Like, because it's starting to feel like a job. I'm starting to feel like this is just what I just came from. Like, this is not what I set out to do. So I'm praying, like, God, why do you have me here? Like, I know I'm under the right people. I know, but this ain't what I'm supposed to be doing. Like this, I'm starting to get frustrated. So what it taught me though is the things that I was learning from just being a part of that circle about how to be an entrepreneur, how to run a business, how their company is running, because I was in meetings with them. I was a member of their team. So my shallow mind was just looking at, I'm hating this editing. I got to do this editing, not realizing that, yeah, you're editing that you're getting paid to do, mind you. You're getting paid to edit, but also look at this education that you're getting on the back end that you wouldn't be getting. You would not be in this circle if you wouldn't be editing for them. So get out your ass, get out your head, appreciate the fact that you're editing for them. Appreciate the fact that you're learning knowledge that people would be paying to learn. So you wanted to be an entrepreneur, Antwone, Diirt Da Dreamsaver Johnson. You wanted this life, right? So I'm putting you in a place to where now you're getting a crash course from some of the best in the game, to where you wouldn't be learning this had you not be here. Get out your own way and appreciate this knowledge. So it was an understanding for me that I was.
Hey, can you get your camera back on?
Oh, my bad. I was going.
Yeah. I was like, he must not realize it.
So I didn't. So it was an understanding for me that God put. I'm on a mission for the Most High to help save His children's dreams. So He is going to put me through situations and circumstances that I don't understand. That I'm not like, I don't get why I'm doing this. I don't get why I'm doing that. It's not meant for me to get right now. Just know that you saw this vision, you saw this thing, and you didn't know how to get there. So trust that I'm going to navigate you to the people, to the learning, to the resources that you don't know that you need, because you've never been where I'm taking you.
Right.
So this journey has been awesome. Like, I'm learning so much on the editing aspect. I'm learning so much on the business aspects, from working with Sister Kane, from working with Brother Jake, from working with Brother Ben, from working with the IT department, so now I can set up my boards. I can do, it's just crazy about what was always my mission and my calling. So fast forward into today, now I'm back on my own. Like, I still help Brother Ben and Brother Jake, but I don't work for them anymore. Like, I'm back where I started from, with an abundant amount of knowledge and resources that I wouldn't have got had I not been a part of that family, had I not been introduced to that family. So now it's like I'm starting all over again with a head start. So I always say that, people always say that it seems like deja vu, like I'm going through the same thing, like this happening again. Like, the world goes in a circle, life goes in a circle. Like, you're supposed to go through the same things over and over. The thing about that is, you're not supposed to be the same person when you go through it. You are supposed to have learned, you're supposed to be able to handle this situation better. Just like an athlete, like, they've shot the 3-pointer so many times, but it's like, okay, are you shooting it better this time? When you get this pitch, when that fastball comes, do you see it better? Are you hitting it better? Or are you still that same hitter that you was last week? So I'm understanding that about life, and it's like, you meant to get better. So yes, you're gonna go through the same shit over and over and over and over. Just get better.
Dope, man.
And I also you brought up the ABS tribe, so I was going to also add 2 or 3 people who has been most influential to you and in this journey. So obviously, Brother
from
B,
the tribe, or just period?
Just period. Just period.
Brother Ben, of course. So let's just take Brother Ben and Brother Jake out of the equation. So we gonna just give them their flowers, and they not a part of this 3 because they are who they are already. So I want to give flowers to Sean Item. That brother has taken time to really help coach me through my like, I have a great strong mindset, but I'm human. Like, sometimes I have my blocks, sometimes I have my bad days, sometimes I have my slumps, to where I need uplifting, I need coaching, I need somebody to pull me through. So that brother has definitely been there for me for that.
Who is Sean, for people that don't know?
Sean Item is the business coach. Y'all can go follow him at Sean Item. He's a barber. He lives in Alaska.
Yeah, that's my guy. Shout out to my guy Sean.
He's definitely, man, he's definitely helped me out a lot. So before I get in trouble, y'all, my wife is at the top of the list, like top of the list, but I'm not gonna name her, okay? She's at the top of the list, though. She was the first one I thought about, but I know that, like, that's not what we're talking about right here. So I want to be politically correct, okay? Okay, so let's just acknowledge that, okay? So Sean, for sure. Y'all, he's behind the scenes guy. Y'all don't see him much, but his name is Shun Johnson, Shun. Shun. So he is one of the developers for Bizco Systems. Like, so all of my website stuff, he does that for me. Like, all of my back office, all of those type of things. Like, he makes that happen. And one more person that you guys see me or may not see me with is my sister, Dr. Kimmy Von Porter. When I first started on this journey, we were linked. Like the way we came into contact is just a fluke in itself, but like she has been supportive of me throughout this journey from day one. She opened up her office to me. She opened up her business to me, and she has taught me a lot about healing. Because I was very naive in not really the compassion or the empathy part of it, just about I saw my way and that was it. So she helped me to understand others more, understand the differences about just why it's okay to be different, or why it's okay to, even though it's wrong for you, it's okay for them. She helped me understand so much about connecting with people on a individual level that's going to take me to places that I wouldn't have been able to understand. Like, so I appreciate her for that. And another one of my coaches, Dr. Tiffany Adisa. I got a lot of people who's helped me, man. Like my growth, honestly, because God is sending me people because he knows my heart better than I do. So he's sending me what I need that I don't know that I need because of what I'm aspiring to do. So the people who's coming, like I didn't know that I needed to be able to tap into 5D stuff. Like, so now I'm learning that I was having 5D conversations. I didn't even know what a 5D conversation was. But my coach, Tiffany Adisa, is helping me be like, hey, you speaking on this level when people are here, you need to learn how to bridge it here. So she's helping me to reach more people in how I communicate, because it's not about what I can say if it don't resonate with you. Like,
what ages are your children?
my daughter is 11, my son is 9, my other daughter is 1, and we got one cooking.
And the reason why I asked that is because of what you just said about the 5D conversations and being able to communicate with people on different levels, because my kids is what helped me grow that. You know what I'm saying? Especially
No
my
doubt.
youngest. You know what I'm saying? Because my little son, you know what I'm saying, he's 6 years old and he's mad smart. You know what I'm saying? He's like way beyond a 6-year-old, but he's still 6. And so sometimes, you know, when you're talking to him, you have to try to get in his mind a little bit and see his perspective in order to help him understand whatever it is that you're trying to communicate. So I totally get that.
So what's crazy about what you just said is I used to have, like, so now we're approaching more of a open conversation. Like, I used to just lecture and my kids would just sit there like and listen. So now I'm starting to realize, like, damn, they probably checked out 5-10 minutes ago. They probably not understanding nothing I'm saying. So now it's more of a conversation, like, okay, I'm gonna say a little bit and then I'm going to ask, or I'm going to, like, okay, or did you understand? Like, okay, what did you understand? What did you understand? Like, okay, what do you need to me elaborate a little bit more on, as opposed to me just going. Exactly.
Yeah.
So now it's more of a conversation. So I noticed once I started doing that, it kept their attention longer and they started to comprehend a lot better. So it helps me, like you said, to now I do that even with adults. Like, I have to, like, okay, are you picking up what I'm putting down? Okay, like, and it's okay to, like, I don't mind explaining it again. I don't mind coming up with an analogy, because my kids used to be intimidated, like, to say, Dad, I don't get it, or I don't understand. Because I would ask them, do you understand what I'm saying? Knowing damn well they didn't understand, because they would be afraid to be like, no, I don't get it, or no, I don't understand. So now
that don't make no sense. Yeah,
I had to make them comfortable with saying, no, Dad, I don't get it. Like, I had to show them that, like, it's okay to not understand. Like, I make mistakes too. So it's just helping, man. I'm appreciative of everything that I'm learning. Another thing that I learned from the ABS and the tribe is how you can grow faster with the community. how important the community is, because I've always known that networking is important, but the tribe helped me show how the right networking, you can explode. Like, it's not about what I know, it's about who I know. Like, because I can know everything under the moon, but if I don't have nobody to share it with, what's the point of me knowing it? Like, what's the point?
Yeah,
Like, if I
to me that's the most. Sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
you good?
Finish your statement.
No, I was done.
Yeah, to me, that was the most important part about the ABS tribe. You know what I'm saying? Was the community and the village that was established, because the mindset that exists there. Like anybody that I came across in the ABS tribe, I already know where they at mentally. You know what I'm saying? I already know we damn near on the same type of time. You know what I'm saying? And so you got people with different skill sets, different backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? Where you could just pick their brain and get all these different jewels in order to add on to whatever it is that you got going on. And everybody is so willing to pour into you and to receive from you. You know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out to brother Ben and Jake, man, for building that, because that's some dope shit.
Like people, like it goes to like a little bit what I was saying earlier, is like, it's a crash course. Like, okay, when you make your mind up and when you decide to, like, man, I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to learn something new, it's a process to that. Like, it's a lot that you have to learn. It's a lot mindset shifts, just day-to-day practices shifts. Like, you have to become a different person, and that takes time. And that sometimes the time that takes can be a deterrent. It can be frustrating. So to have a community and to have people to where not only you have a support system, but you have something that can expedite that learning curve is huge, man. Like,
accountability.
I'm where I am because of all the people that I learned from, all the people who were simultaneously making mistakes, that brought it to the group, that was like, okay, I know not to do that. Or hey, I tried this out and it worked already. Like, okay, so just immediately implement that. Like, so it was so many hiccups that we skipped. It was so many mistakes that we skipped. So like Brother Ben said, it took him 10 years to blow up on social media. Why do I have to wait 10 years if Brother Ben is teaching me everything that he learned over that 10 years? I can just go learn that. Okay. All these other people that's in the group that took this time, it can expedite you if you're just willing to open up your mind and open up your heart and go learn from them. So now you don't have to go through all the stuff that is inevitable. Like, you're going to go through these things, but you don't have to. Like it's one of those things. Play with fire, you're going to get burned, or you cannot play with fire. So
shout out to them black minds.
These people have been through it and are giving you the blueprint. Just follow it. Follow it. Like, we can change our situations overnight.
Tribe. Shout out to those beautiful black minds. Shout out to them for, bringing what was already in you out so that we can get it. Now we get to experience it. Now we get to read it. Now we get to share everything that was already in you. So shout out to them. Shout out to you.
Appreciate it. I'm attitude of gratitude. Attitude of gratitude. And it's awesome too, to, like Brother Sincere was saying, just to see the growth of your community, of your family. Like, because we all came into the tribe at one place of our life, and applying the teachings and applying the knowledge, you can't help but to grow. You can't help but to evolve. So just to see that evolution of your fellow mates is very inspiring. Like, for real, for real.
And so, Dirt, I see also that you grow on the email list too. So let people know what that email is if they want to get on your email list.
Okay, you can go to my website, www.growingwithdirt.com, and get on my emailing list. What I'm going to eventually do in my emailing list, give me grace, you guys. Like, I'm new to this entrepreneurial stuff. I'm new to this everything. I'm still learning. So, but the vision for my emailing list is to give you exclusive content. Like, once I start getting into these schools, once I start getting into these speeching engagements, I'm not going to post everything that I do on my social media and on my websites. But for those who are really rocking with me, for those who are really like liking what I do, and those who really want to be a part of the Growing with Dirt team, you're going to get exclusive discounts. You're going to get exclusive opportunities. You're going to get exclusive content. You're going to get exclusives. But that's only to the people who truly want to rock with me. Like, I'm not going to just give everybody everything. Like, so for the people who really support me, y'all got to get like some extra type of extra love. Like, you know what I mean? It ain't fair that I give everybody the same thing when you going above and beyond for me. So if you going above and beyond for Dirt gonna go above and beyond for you. Straight up.
Yes, indeed. And y'all could text GROW to 510-330-0307. Right there on your screen. Text GROW to 510-330-0307.
And y'all can also use that number too. Like if you just got a question for me, or like that's a real number. That number comes straight to me. That's not like one of those whatevers. That's a legit text number. Don't call it, just text it. And tell me what's on your mind. We can chop it up a little bit.
Yes, indeed. All right. What you got, some merch over here?
Yeah, I got a little bit of merch.
Check out the merch.
Shop with Dirt. You know.
Page, man. Check out the merch page.
Man. Hey, them dream just as we on the page, those Dreamsavers shirts sold out so fast, you guys. And I'm debating on if I'm going to make. I have a limited amount of Growing with Dirt shirts left. I don't think I'm gonna make no more. I don't think I'm gonna make no more. I think like once they gone, they gone. So if y'all want one, get them, because I want it to be. I don't want Growing with Dirt to be. That's intimate. That's personal. That's like, so I'm gonna think of a way to where after this batch it's gonna be something like, damn, I got a Growing with Dirt shirt that this is like it ain't gonna be nothing you can buy. It's gonna be something that I just give out as a personal gift. Like that's near and dear to me. Like that's real. So if y'all want to Growing with Dirt shirt, I advise y'all to buy it now, because once these are gone, it's going to be very hard to get one. But the Dreamsaver shirts, y'all, that's the company. Y'all can get them all day, every day. Right now, they currently sold out. They was hot. I'm the first. Since we're talking about it, because a lot of people want to know, like, what's the difference between Growing with Dirt and Dreamsavers? So, Growing with Dirt is my personal brand. I kind of told y'all a little bit earlier about those are. Once I realized that I needed to become something different, I knew that I wanted people to grow with me. But Dreamsavers I'm a product of Dreamsavers. Like, I know you guys probably heard that hair club for men. Not only am I a client, I'm also a member. So I'm Dreamsaver. I'm the first product of Dreamsavers. I'm a representation of what Dreamsavers can do for you. So I was on house arrest. I was in between jobs.
Now, do you have any of that process documented?
What do you mean? As far as
you're the first product, so if people just coming across you now in the stage that you're in now, can they go back and see that? That growth process?
Oh yeah. See, so March 4th, 2020 was when I dropped my first video. At the time, I was dropping a video every day from my backyard. You didn't know I was on house arrest at that time, but later I came out and told you about what I was going through, what the journey was. So I've been documenting my journey since March 4th. I'm going to put it all together because I just launched my YouTube channel. So I'm actually putting a documentary together, just saying about where I started and where I am up into the book launch. So yeah, it's coming, man. You're definitely gonna be able to see, like, okay. I see you, house arrest. Ain't gonna monitor this.
For sure. Now I think that's an important part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because people like, they might be at a certain place and they see where you at and they're like, man, I ain't never gonna get there.
Yeah, see, and that was. I'm happy you brought that up, because that was one of the main things in my first video. I said, like, I'm destined for greatness, because I knew God had shown me something. I knew I was gonna get there, right? But I didn't want to jump on the stage when I was there. Like, I didn't want it to be like, oh, I just fell out of the sky. I ain't never been through nothing. I didn't have to grow through nothing. That was the whole purpose of me. I wanted to show you the blueprint. I wanted to show you the way. So you can do it as well. So it's not just for me, it's for you too. Like, I'm destined for greatness, and I know that you probably feel like you destined for greatness too, and you don't know how to get there. You don't know what to do. You don't know where to go. So I'm gonna be the guinea pig. I'm gonna figure it out because I'm built for it. So I'm gonna figure it out so it won't be so hard for you. So that's what my mission was from day one, man, to go figure this out. So once I figure it out, I can come back and get my people. That was always the mission. That was always from day one. Like, it was never, oh, I'm gonna make it and buy. Nah, it was like, let me help other people feel like I feel.
Right. I'm glad you have that mindset. I wish that more of us had that type of mindset, that when we come up to reach our hand back and bring our people up with us. Obviously, we know we can't bring everybody, but we know a lot of times what we need is opportunity. What we need is a push. What we need is an example. Some of those things that we don't have. Like you said, you came from a broken home. So did I. I've never been in a home where there's my mom and a father, or my mom and a stepdad, just me and my mother, period. So, what I'm saying? So having that hand to come back, and show someone that has the potential to be there, and reach back out, like, that's dope. We need more of Antwone's. We need more of that.
And the thing is natural. I honestly feel like I'm becoming more of who I am naturally and who we are naturally. The thing is, we are so traumatized, we are so broken, we are so hurt. We all need to heal. And I'm starting to understand it. Not only do I have to heal from things that I've been through, I have to heal from things that my ancestors been through. I have to heal from things that's in my bloodline. So that's a lot. So that consciousness helps me understand that, like, damn, if I have to heal from all of these things, the people around me have to heal as well. So they're unaware of what's on them. So it helps give me more determination and more compassion, just knowing that with great power comes great responsibility. So, like, I'm blessed with the knowledge that I have because I have the heart that I have. If I didn't have this heart, I wouldn't be blessed with this knowledge. That's just it goes hand in hand. So yes, hopefully more people will see how much fun I'm having and how much blessings I'm getting from doing the work, and it will help them want to do the work as well. Like, the thing is, we just have to glorify the right stuff. The wrong things have been glorified in our communities for so long.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wrong people have been uplifted in our communities for so long. So
absolutely.
Once we start writing that shit, it'll be all right.
Absolutely. That goes back to us, taking control of our own destiny as a unit, as a people, not just on an individual basis, but as a people. You know what I'm saying? We have to control our own images. We have to tell our own history and tell our own story, and we have to determine what our values are and not allow other people to assign whichever values that they think we should have. What's that?
What?
What's that? What you got there?
She reading her notes.
Somebody, you over there cheating? What time is it? You still got time. You ain't supposed to be eating that.
This has been over 12 hours.
For those who don't know, we all practicing the Ramadan, and for some of us it's harder than others. But we coming together as brothers and sisters, and I love the unity. I love the unity, y'all. Like, that's the main thing that I want people to understand, that what I've learned and what God has allowed me to pick up, I want to share. I want to help. I want to give. But at the same time, people are good at taking. So I had to find that balance of, when am I giving too much? Because people will take as long as you're willing to give. They're not going to ever say, oh, I've taken enough.
Right.
Because they're takers. And when you're a giver, it's up to you to be like, okay, I've given enough. That's your job. I didn't used to have that cutoff. So now I'm in a position to where like God has given me all of this stuff and I'm overflowing. So I'm advising you guys, to anybody who wants somebody who genuinely wants to see you win, who genuinely care about you, who genuinely like want, come help me help you. Because I've helped me help you, because I'm only gonna be extending myself like this for so long because I know where I'm going now. I figured it out. Like when I first, going back to finishing up that ABS question, when I first came into ABS, I was a little lost about like, okay, I just want to make money online. I'm an entrepreneur. Like, how do I do it? What do I do? What should I be doing? And they helped me find my way about what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. So in these last 2 years, I have just been honing my speaking skills. I've just been honing my communication skills. I've been working on reaching out and working on my networking and working on my product building and my services. So now I'm to the point now, it's like, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I know exactly how I'm going to do it. And I know exactly what community I'm going to serve. So with that understanding, I have to let a lot of other things go. I'm going to have to stop doing a lot of other things. That doesn't mean I'm not good at it. That doesn't mean I'm not capable of teaching you. So I'm extending myself to y'all to come get it from somebody who is genuinely going to give you everything they got before I'm not doing it no more. And then you can just buy the
clarity I was talking about. That's the clarity I was talking about that I noticed in you. You know what I'm saying? Compared to when I first met you. So definitely, man, shout out to you and your growth and all of that, man. And much success to you going forward. Everybody tapping in. We are going to start winding down, you guys. Again, make sure that y'all hit the like, share, subscribe, notification bell, all of that good stuff. This is the Black Business Showcase. We chopping it up with our brother Diirt Da Dreamsaver. And before we let you get out of here, brother, we do have a few more questions for you.
Yes.
So I already know you're going to knock these joints out the park. So go ahead, nicety girl.
Okay. What does, what was it?
You can put them together. You can put them together.
Okay. What does freedom and power mean to you?
There you go. Freedom and power and freedom.
Freedom to me honestly means to just move and operate how you want, when you want. And the right to choose. That's freedom. Like, as far as power, freedom and power go hand in hand, because you really don't have power if you ain't free. And I learned that because when I was an employee, if my son had a game or it was something that I needed to do, I had to ask for permission to get the day off. Or, I mean, I could, of course, call in, but then I got penalized and there was repercussions. So I had the freedom to make the decision if I wanted to go or not, but I didn't have the power to not be reprimanded about it. I didn't have the power to not be chastised about it. So the freedom and the power is hand in hand, because like right now, I have the freedom to do whatever it is I want to, but financially, I don't have the power yet. So it kind of goes hand in hand. Like, so I'm striving to both have freedom and power. So that's the balance to me. Like, I'm striving to have the power to go wherever I want, do whatever I want, whenever I want, because I have the financial capabilities and the time, and I don't have to answer, or it goes hand in hand. Like, we're always going to have responsibilities. So we're never going to be completely free. So there's always going to be, you have to make a choice between, because it's always, you're either going to be here or there. You can't be two places at the same time yet. I don't know if they're working on that, but
right, yes.
But yeah, so that's freedom and power to me. I'm striving to have the freedom to allow my kids to go after their dreams, to do whatever it is that they want to do in life, to where they're not just getting a job, to where their job aligns to what it is that they're called to do. But I have to also put them in a position of power to be able to do that. Like, we can be as free as we want to, but if we ain't got no power, are we really free?
Right.
Or vice versa.
Or vice versa.
Or
Right.
vice versa.
I think they're the inverse of each other. That's why I said just go ahead and put them together, because we started off the show with the question, what does freedom mean to you? Your camera went back out. We started off the question, what does freedom mean to you? And then recently, I thought to ask the question, what does power mean to you as well? And as I thought about it, and as I heard some of the responses from some of the guests, I realized these things kind of do go hand in hand, like you said. You know what I'm saying? And you truly can't have one without the other. You know what I'm saying? And so just briefly to give my definition, because I was supposed to do that on Sunday, and we didn't even talk about that. But freedom to me is options. You know what I'm saying? Having real options, not ultimatums, but real options. You know what I'm saying? And power is having the ability to forward your agenda regardless to who opposes it. You know what I'm saying? So being able to make that choice, you know what I'm saying, regardless to who's in opposition of that choice that you're making. That doesn't mean, like you said, that you're free from consequences. You're always going to have to live with the consequences of your actions. That's just universal law. You know what I'm saying? And so we're never going to trump universal law. You know what I'm saying? But that's freedom and power to me in a nutshell. But
that's crazy. Go ahead. I'm gonna pick up.
Go ahead.
Nah, because is so you said freedom to you is options, right? So that just, I'm gonna take it a step further. So freedom is knowledge. Knowledge is freedom, because knowledge brings options. Like, the more you know, the more options you have. Like, when I was a baby, I didn't know how to crawl. Once I learned how to crawl, before I learned how to crawl, I was dependent on everybody carrying me around or pushing me around. Once I learned how to crawl, it gave me the option. It gave me, like, either I can still wait on them or I can crawl. Then you learn how to walk. So now you even got another option. I can wait on them, I can crawl, or I can walk. Then you learn how to run. Now you got another option. Then you learn how to ride a bike. So the knowledge brings options, which brings freedom. Bro, we own something right here, bro. The more we know. So that's why they wanted to keep us from the knowledge, because the more we know, the more easier it is to free ourselves.
Absolutely.
Ooh, we own something right here. Shit, why we getting so deep at the end?
I think we did deep.
Right.
And it's so funny because I think I posted this morning. Let me find it.
That was big though. Knowledge brings freedom. That's what's up.
You got something nicely?
We was talking. I posted this. I just posted the book. It's knowledge, and Hosea 4:6. In the Bible basically talks about knowledge. So my meme or my post said, during slavery, the most forbidden weapon for the slave was knowledge, and it speaks on that in Hosea 4:6. So everything was just aligned. I don't know why I posted that today, but now we're here.
That's why.
So again,
That's why.
Everything happens for a reason.
You just found out why.
We just found out why.
And that's another thing that I'm just so excited about, because things like that are aligning on. I'm noticing stuff like that on so many levels and so many spaces of my life that is just reassuring that you're on the right track, you're on the right path. Like, just keep going, keep growing.
Confirmation. It'd be confirmation that you're getting, from your peers and stuff like that. So. Yeah.
But Dirt, this is the part where I put you on the Summer Jam screen, black man. You know what I'm saying?
You ready?
And you got that high-tech microphone right there. And the whole entire Black community can hear what it is that you have to say. So what parting words would you like to leave us with before we get out of here tonight, brother?
Kings and queens, I just want to once again thank my beautiful hosts for bringing me on their beautiful platform, their awesome platform. But I want to leave y'all with these words. Your life is just getting started. You are right where you're supposed to be. If anybody in your circle, in your family, in whatever is okay with you staying the same, they're not really have your best interest at heart. Like, we are meant to evolve and grow. Nothing in life is meant to be the same as it was. 1% better today than we was yesterday, and then this time next year we'll be 365% better. To get something different, you got to become something different. So I'm challenging all of y'all, everybody who listening to this. Do what you got to do to become the best version of yourself. Your future you is waiting on you. I love y'all all day, every day.
You
every
got.
time zone.
Yeah, that was dope right there. Oh, that's my bad. My bad. Closed a little bit too soon. You had the little LL shit going on. You know
yeah, man. So I just want to be an advocate of just really going after your best life, man. Like, a lot of us are afraid to do it, afraid of what we gonna leave behind. And I'm starting to understand that we gain more with subtraction. So we so worried about leaving something behind to go after something, but in reality, that thing that we holding on to is probably holding us back from what we trying to go. So
fear.
Less is more, everybody.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, nice. You want to let them know what we got coming up tomorrow?
Yes, sir. So tomorrow we will have kind of a panel, if you will. We're going to have G&G Firearms on tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. We will have the owner of G&G Firearms. We're also going to have an attorney, constitutional attorney, and also a firearms instructor. So we have a whole panel tomorrow. So it's going to be lit. Bring your questions about, state laws, constitutional law. If you want to get trained, how to go about getting trained, all that good stuff. Make sure you tap in tomorrow.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That Second Amendment live and kicking in Georgia. Georgia, they just passed that constitutional carry law out here where you don't actually need a permit to carry. And there are no background checks or whatever anymore. They bypassing all that shit. And some people think it's a good thing. Some people think it's a bad thing. I'm on the side of it's a good thing, man. Let's get it.
Yeah, Second good and bad in anything.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, that does it for today's episode of the Black Business Showcase. Appreciate y'all tapping in with Sincere Love the Godcast. Appreciate you, Brother Dirt, for being here with us tonight, dropping all the jewels and all of that good stuff, all of the wisdom. Make sure y'all support our brother. Go get that book, 4 Years to Life. And let everybody know where they can follow you at too, real quick.
You can follow me on IG at Dirt Da Dreamsaver, Dirt with 2 eyes. And you can follow everywhere. Follow Dirt Da Dreamsaver everywhere. Facebook, IG, TikTok, Dirt Da Dreamsaver everywhere. And if that's too hard for you, AntwoneJohnson.com. All my links are at AntwoneJohnson.com.
There you
go. I
you
love y'all
see it scrolling
all day.
Across the bottom of the screen as well, family. His credentials are scrolling across the bottom of the screen as well. So just in case you was trying to write that down real quick, just hit the rewind button. And nicely let everybody know where they can follow you at too.
You guys can follow me on IG, Nicety Girl, GURL, by the way, with the number 1, and all other platforms without the 1. Nicety Girl, NYCTEE, GURL, number 1 on IG, and without the 1 on all other platforms.
Yes, indeed. And I'm at Sincere Love the God on all social media platforms. You can also check for me on your favorite music streaming platforms. Make sure y'all go check out The Spear and the Share with me and my brother DJ RP Beats. And look forward to some new music coming soon as well. And always remember, family, we are not the master teachers, but we are the master students and signal boosters for the voices of the new Black media. Appreciate y'all tapping in tonight. Peace and Black love.
Do for self or suffer the consequences. The wisdom of Elijah's inside of the conscientious. So I move.